How we doing, guys? Andrew here from Mass Golf Lab at Old Scotland Links. Today we are going to cover a certain type of club. This was a request from one of our regular players. Can we talk about how to hit the hybrid? So we're talking about hybrids today, and the question is how do we hit this, or how are they any different? Are they more like an iron? Are they more like a fairway wood? And I'm definitely always going to be more in the approaching it like an iron category, but the anatomy of the club is just a little bit different. With an iron, you're going to have a much sharper leading edge, where with these hybrids, things are rounded off a little bit more. So if we have some flaws in our swing, we're going to have some struggles with this hybrid, especially if you are one who tends to top the ball or hit those worm burners. So why don't we talk about how this club works and how we can take some steps to hit it a little bit better. So with this rounded leading edge at the bottom, if we end up making contact somewhere about halfway up the ball, this is not going to get up into the air. We really need to make sure that we're making contact up here on the sweet spot of the club. So you'll be able to check out Coach Dean's video on sway, because that's generally going to be the majority of the reason why so many amateur players struggle with this club, is that they swing back, sway to here, come down, and end up making contact on the lower part of the face. So if we do that with a hybrid, we are going to just top the ball. It's never going to leave the ground, right? So if we start to think about this more as an iron and not as a driver swing or anything where we're trying to hit up, but now we're going to let ourselves not sway, rotate, get forward in front of the ball. That creates a downward angle of attack, and that gets the ball impacting up here in the sweet spot of this club. We do this here, no sway. We just nice rotation down into the ground. Now that was a pretty good result. And what you can see is I took a divot here. So many people are under the impression that hybrids you don't need to, or you should not take a divot. I disagree. You don't need to, but we need to figure out a way to get that downward angle of attack so that we can hit the ball into the sweet spot. So we'll hit one more here, where again, we're working on not swaying off the ball. And let's see if we can just pick this one off the top of the grass. Not bad. So we're aiming for center contact. We're going to try and approach it just like an iron swing. These clubs are a little bit longer, so when we talk about ball position with a hybrid, we can go a little bit further forward in our stance. I don't want you to be all the way over here like you are with a driver on your front foot, but somewhere in between the middle and a little bit further forward in your stance. We set up, make sure we don't sway, and swing away. All right, if you want to try and work on your hybrids or any other one of the clubs in your bag, come on down to Old Scotland Links. See Dean and I here at the Mass Golf Lab.